Good morning, music families. All ready for another Music Monday? I sure am. Let's get going. Ready? Take your child, put your child on your lap, take their arms, and we're gonna go tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Yay! So good to see you again today. All right, take your child and we're gonna put them on our lap. You can keep your legs crossed because we're gonna talk about different ways of holding our body to get maximum benefit for your child during these bounces. So sit pretzel leg with me for now because that's one way to sit. And we're gonna go bounce, bounce. Here we go. Mother and father and Uncle John went to market one by one. Mother fell off. Whoa! And father fell off. Oh no! But Uncle John went on and on. Okay, so of course you can build a hill, which I think is what we did last week. And they could fall off that way and that way. And Uncle John goes on and on. Another way I really like is to put your legs out straight. And if your child is 6 months or older, or they're just a taller baby, they're straddling your legs. Now you can do it down here too if they're a little smaller, petite. But up by the knees and the thighs is a good place because they get maximum bounce for the steady beat. But what's happening is that their legs would be touching the ground, especially, let's say over 8 months. Up to 2 years as they get older and older. Now they're getting maximum benefit of the steady beat by you bouncing and by their feet going up, tapping on the floor. So they're kind of getting it both ways. All right, let's do Mother, Father, and Uncle John again. Mother and father and Uncle John went to market one by one. Mother fell off. Woo! And father fell off. Oh no! But Uncle John went on. Yep, he didn't even know he left them behind. Of course, another way to do the bounces and other activities is to sit with your legs in a V, and then you're bouncing either on their bottom, if they're younger and not standing yet, but exercise those legs as well. So if they're standing, even if they're 5 months old, if they're that young, the action of tapping the floor, feeling that pressure of the floor on their feet. Remember, the feet's the most, bottom of the feet's the most sensitive part, and they will feel that tapping on their foot when we're doing the bounce. So bounces are just a wonderful, wonderful musical activity, and the kids obviously love it. Okay, I have a new bounce for you today. You know, a long time ago, when people made popcorn, it wasn't from the microwave. It was putting the popcorn in a pan of oil, stirring it, putting the cover on, and then it popped. So long ago, that's how we made popcorn. Well, here's a little rhyme making popcorn the old-fashioned way. So I'm gonna go back to my pretzel legs because that's comfortable for me. If you're sitting in a chair, just put them on your knee. This works so many lovely ways. So let's make some popcorn. Bounce, bounce, here I go. You put the oil in the pot and you let it get hot. You put the popcorn in and you begin to grin. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle, 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 pop! And of course they love the pop. Now, it just takes one time of doing that and the child already, it's up here, they remember something very drastic and big is gonna happen. So let's try that again. Bounce, bounce, Ready, let's go. You put the oil in the pot and you let it get hot. You put the popcorn in and you begin to grin. Sizzle, 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 pop! Oh, they love that one. Okay, a little wiggle for you. Start with your thumb. This is called This Little Pig Danced a Merry, Merry Jig. This little pig danced a merry, merry jig, and this little pig ate candy. This little pig wore a blue and yellow wig, and this little pig was a dandy. But this little pig never grew to be big, so they called him Tiny Little Andy. Okay. Now, ideally, to save time, I'm not going to do all of them today, so my hope is that you would take these, memorize them, write them down, memorize them, so you can just do it anytime, even sitting in the car, you know, waiting for something. You can do a wiggle while you're waiting to someone to come that you're picking up, or waiting for another child to be done with an activity. Great time to add some musical activities and get away from the technical, mechanical things, right? Yeah, some good old music time. So so you would do one hand, the other hand, let's do the toes. Start with the big toe. This little pig danced a merry, merry jig, and this little pig ate candy. This little pig wore a blue and yellow wig, and this little pig was a dandy. But this little pig never grew to be big, so they called him Tiny Little Andy. All right, good job. All right. Oh, if your child will let you now or at another time, lay them on their back. If they'll do it, otherwise, you know, they could sit here on your lap and you can do this. I'm just gonna lay Gus down this way. I haven't seen Gus for a while. Oh, wow. Okay. A little flea went walking, so take your fingers and just walk all over their body, up and down their legs. A little flea went walking to see what he could see, but all that he could see was baby's little belly, and then turned it into a tickle. You can draw circles on their chest or their belly. You can baby's little belly, and then turn it into a tickle all the way. Okay, so we did that one a few weeks ago. Just want to remind you, I say baby's little belly, but you want to make it very personal for them, so you're going to say Winnie's little belly or Milo's little belly. Because they're hearing their name, all of a sudden they've got this personal connection to that song because they're hearing their name. Okay, so let's stand up. I have a new one for you today. Now this is great for our older music friends, but even if they're 5-6 months, you can still be holding them and do the same activity, okay? But this one's kind of geared for our older audience. Oh, the noble Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched those men to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Oh, when you're up, and when you're down, and when you're only halfway there, you're neither up or down. Oh, the noble Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched those men to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Oh, when you're up, and when you're down, and when you're only halfway there, you're neither up or down. So the little ones that are walking up to 2.5 years old, they love this because of the action, lots and lots of action, right? Keep them moving. Well, here's a little bit more. Oh, the noble Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched those men to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Oh, he marched them to the right. He marched them to the left. He marched them till they're upside down. Oh, what a funny sight. So let me grab Gussie here. You can do this one sitting as well, and when you're marching, just do big bounces. Okay, so we're gonna do the second half of that where we march them to the left and right. Oh, he marched them to the left. He marched them to the right. He marched them till they're upside down. Oh, wasn't that a sight? So I know a lot of the little ones like to go upside down for just a moment. If they don't, you can just do a little tip or a tip against your body. But if they like the extra movement, go ahead and flip them all the way over. All right, very good. We'll do that one again. That's a fun one. All right, let's sit down again. Here's another activity where your child could be sitting in a lot of different positions. They can just be sitting facing you. Today they'll probably want to face me and watch the video with you. You can lay them down, especially if they're 4 months. You can still do these activities when they're less than 5 months, but of course you're gonna go, a lot more gentle. So I'm gonna have Gussie lay down here, and we're gonna do the wheels on the bus. And you can do the movements with their legs, with their arms. And if they're older, you do it and they will follow you. Encourage them to do what you're doing. I like to say, be my shadow. Be my shadow and follow me. Okay. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Now for the little ones, that's what you could do. For the older ones, you know the actions. You probably sang this when you were little, right? In preschool. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. What else happens on that bus? If your child's 2 or more, they probably will give them the opportunity to give you the suggestions, okay? So you're really involving them in decision making, thinking back to, I know that song, here's another action. Oh, let's do the feet this time. The doors on the bus go open and shut, or the windows, whichever way you learned it, open and shut, open and shut. The doors on the bus go open and shut, all through the town. And of course, if you remember, open and shut was this way too. So if they're doing it themselves, you want to make those actions nice and big. The driver on the bus says, move on back. Oh, and be very theatrical and dramatic. Oh, watching your face. Little children watching your face, they just get such a kick out of it. So bring out your inner theater and let's be a grumpy old bus driver. And if you don't want to be a grumpy old bus driver, you can say, please move back, please move back. I like doing the drama, so you choose. There's ways to take that very familiar song, and if you don't like the grumpy one, use the please move back. He's being so polite, but I'm going to do grumpy today. The driver on the bus says, move on back, move on back, move on back. The driver on the bus says, move on back, all through the town. Oh, what else is there that shh, 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 the babies. The babies on the bus go, shh, 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 shh. The babies on the bus go, shh, 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 all through the town. And I love doing that one really softly and quietly. So they're hearing, loud, move on back, and the medium sound of just singing, and then the shh, shh, shh. So now they're getting 3 different kinds of oral listening opportunities. Very nice. We're going to, I have something kind of fun to show you here. These are called tempo blocks. And wait till you hear the sound this makes. What does that sound like? It can sound like a ticking clock. Or how about horse hooves? So I'm going to sing See My Pony, which we did a few times in our past sessions, using this to help for the children to hear the steady beat plus the different sounds of these tempo blocks. They're used in bands and used in orchestra. So another percussion toy, I call it, another percussion instrument. You can watch, or you can just trot around the room like a pony. See my pony, I ride him each day. See my pony, I ride him each day. Clip, clop, through his feet as he's walking down the street. See my pony, I ride him each day. Yeah, that's it. Good job. Let me just show you all the different sounds on the tempo blocks. Come in. Sounds like someone knocking on the door. That's the lowest one. That's the highest one. Trot to Boston town to buy a stick of candy. One for you and one for me and one for Dickie Dandy. Trot to Boston town to buy a stick of candy. One for you and one for me and one for Dickie Dandy. All right, good. That was fun. I enjoyed that one. Oh, my hula hoop. There it is. Hang on, everybody. Got my hula hoop here. You can put a pillow on the floor and walk around it. Anything that you don't mind if it gets stepped on or sat on. We're going to do, here we go around the mulberry bush. And it's a very early, when it's just one or two of you, it's hard to do circle games. Circle games are really important for children. But when you only have two people, it's hard to take your hands and do a circle. You can still do it. So if you want to take their hand and go in a circle, you can. I like giving them a spatial relationship. You can do it both ways. Same song, same actions, changing it up to do it a different way. So anyway, I've got my hula hoop down. We're going to go around the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, so early in the morning. All right, so spatial relationship. And then we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. There's lots of different words and activities you could do with this. I love this one for bathtub time. This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face so early in the morning. This is the way we wash our hair, wash our hair, wash our hair. This is the way we wash our hair so early in the morning. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush so early in the morning. This is the way we wash our arms, wash our arms, wash our arms. So again, you can do all the body parts, you can do the feet, you can make it as long as you want. Okay, but the one I like, this is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth so early in the morning. And then end with, here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush so early in the morning. Yay, good, that was a fun activity. All right. I have some special sounds for you to hear. Now, I know you know this one. My little slide whistle, you've seen that before. I have some fun instruments to show you. You've seen this before, the slide whistle. Woo! Love the slide whistle. But I brought a couple other more fun things along to show you. This is from Peru. And I actually ordered it from a music company that did fair trade, and so I ordered several different kinds of instruments from this company that did fair trade with the families in Peru. And if you look closely, these are just some kind of a nut or shell, and they painted it, as you can see, and they put some cool designs on there. Also, they decorated by burning into the wood itself here. But it makes a really, kind of like a rattle. Now this isn't for the youngest ones, you know, because everything goes in the mouth. So I was thinking how fun that would be this summer when you go for a walk. Start looking for items, nature things on the ground. They could be acorns, oh gosh, whatever. And drill a hole, get a good stick, have a grown-up make holes in there, thread it with yarn or string, heavy string, and they even decorated it with a bead. You can get as fancy as you want. But you've just made your own nature shaker. All right, another fun thing I have, which is in a lot of Latin American music. How about that sound? It's called a cabasa from the Latin America countries, and a number of ways to play those. This is just a gourd, and then all these shells are, can you imagine the work, are beaded and woven and woven and woven to make that very cool sound. It does come in different sizes, grown-ups, just in case you were wondering. I got the cheapest one, but they do come big. That's fun. Oh, how about this one? I'm not gonna let you see this one yet. What was that? What did you hear? In the percussion section of orchestras and bands, they have a bird whistle, bird call. There's lots of them out there. This is a very old one. I actually filled it with water, and I blow into this end. I can make a lot of different bird sounds. So hopefully your little one right now is watching and listening like, how are they making that sound? So listening and discrimination listening. All right, oh, and of course, the old train whistle. So lots and lots of fun percussion instruments. I love our new one today. All right, let's get ready to move. I've got another fabulous listening music activity for us. We're gonna simply walk. So with your little one following you, or you're taking their hand, or you're holding them. Now when the music stops, stop. What does that tell us to do? Gallop, right. And immediately your older one is going to start going fast. It's just a natural thing. Stop. Let's see what's next. Tiptoe. Can you tiptoe? Whoa! Run, run, run! Fast, 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 fast! This is always the longest one. start to do. Give them a chance to do it first, and you copy them. Does that sound like jumping? You bet! This is really the longest one. Woo! I love that little gem of a piece of music. I must have had it 20 years already, and what a treasure to find that. All right, let's slow things down a little bit. Time for our lullaby. Let's take your child, snuggle them close. Hush, oh boy, don't you cry. Go to sleepy little baby. When you wake, you shall have all the pretty little ponies, blacks and bays, dappled and grays. Go to sleepy little baby. Hush, oh boy, don't you cry. Go to sleepy little baby. I hope you like that one. I'm sure our grown-ups recognize that one. Very old song. Thank you for joining me today. It really means a lot that you are tuning in to Above and Beyond Children's Museum and the Sheboygan Symphony's collaborative effort to share music during this COVID time. I've had a great time. I hope you are too. 2 sessions left. Wow, we're almost done. Keep tuning in, everybody. Clap, clap, clap your hands together. Clap, clap, clap your hands together. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your hips together. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your hips, wiggle, wiggle your hips together. Shake, shake, shake your head together. Shake, shake, shake your head together. Tap, tap, tap your head together. Tap, tap, tap your head together. Tap, tap, tap your elbow together. Tap, tap, tap your elbow together. Wave, wave, wave goodbye together. Wave, wave, wave goodbye together. Yay, what a fun session today. We were busy, weren't we? You bet, that's what makes it fun. Keep singing and dancing, everyone. See you next time.